Prime Minister Narendra Modi has chaired a high-level meet to review situation in Kuwait after the deadly fire claimed the lives of 41 Indian nationals. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has also announced an ex-gratia of ₹2 lakh to the families of the deceased Indian nationals from Prime Minister's Relief Fund. Meanwhile, MOS MEA Kirtivardhan Singh has already left for Kuwait, and he has said that a DNA test will be conducted to identify the victims and return their mortal remains to their families. On the other hand, External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar spoke to his Kuwait counterpart and urged him to ensure early repatriation of the mortal remains of those killed in the fire. Kuwait's Interior Ministry has meanwhile said that Criminal Evidence Department personnel are currently working on identifying the victims and revealing the cause of the fire. Kuwait authorities said that the strict measures will be taken against building owners who violated laid down norms. Kuwait's Emir has also vowed to hold those responsible for the fire that killed at least 49. A fire broke out in a building housing workers in the city of Mangaf in southern Kuwait. The building had nearly 160 people living who were workers of the same company. The fire started in a kitchen in the 6-story building in the Mangaf area in Kuwait's southern Ahmadiyya government. Out of the 49 killed in the fire, over 40 of them were Indians. We also have some political reactions coming in on this front. Take a listen.
Packed about a couple of hundred people into that building, and it's really sad to hear that the fire killed, I believe they initially said 35, now it looks like 41, dozens more are injured. So it's really a terrible situation. It's a reminder, sadly, of how much our migrant workers suffer when they go abroad hoping to make something to support their families at home, and they end up in this kind of terrible conditions. I pray and hope that the government of Kuwait will take very stern action against whoever is responsible and will also help compensate the families who lost their loved ones. We all feel a great pain and condolence for the families, because these are the breadwinners who have been supporting their families at home, and I certainly hope there will be major compensation.
बहुत अफसोस है, बहुत चिंता है, बहुत दुख है ये सब सुन के कि कम से कम एक बड़ी संख्या लोगों की जो वहाँ काम करने के लिए गए थे वो आग में झुलस गए हैं और हम उनको खो बैठे हैं। बहुत सारे लोग घायल भी होंगे, तकलीफ में होंगे, और जो भी उनको राहत पहुँच सकती है वो पहुँचाना हम लोगों का फ़र्ज़ बनता है। वैसे तो कुवैत में सर्विसेज बहुत अच्छी हैं और होंगी। मैं समझता हूँ कि वहाँ पर जो मदद पहुँचाई जा सकती है वो फ़ौरन पहुँचाई जाएगी, लेकिन ऐसे मौके पर सरकार का भी एक दायित्व बन जाता है कि सरकार अपनी तरफ से जो कुछ कर सकती है वो करे, और इसमें सारी ही विपक्षी पार्टियाँ वो भी पूरी सहमति और पूरा सहयोग देने के लिए तैयार रहेंगी और वो देंगी। जल्द से जल्द सरकार कुछ कदम उठाए, और जो कदम उठाए हैं और वहाँ से जो भी सूचनाएं आती हैं उनको यहाँ पर आवाम को, जनता को पहुँचाएं।
Brian on the telecast with me. Brian, of course, we've heard some political reactions that are coming in on this front. We, of course, know that MOS MEA Kirtivardhan Singh is on his way to Kuwait. A DNA test is underway. We've, of course, learned that some bodies are charred beyond recognition. What further details can you share with us at this point of time?
Well, definitely, MOS Ministry of State Kirtivardhan Singh also said that he's now traveling to Kuwait on today, and he said that the incident in Kuwait is very unfortunate. And he, including the Prime Minister, very concerned, and he said that the bodies of the people will be brought to India as soon as they have been identified. He also said that the latest figures that they had last night, where the casualty figures were around 48 to 49, out of which 42 to 43 are believed to be Indians. Now, yes, the fire broke out in the city of Mangaf, where reportedly 41 Indians, including 11 Keralites, also lost their very lives in the very incident. And a large, Kuwait, which is unlike any Persian Gulf countries, has a large community of migrant laborers, also workers rather, who far outnumber the local population. And even now, the latest that we're getting to know is that the External Affairs Minister Jaishankar tweeted that he rather spoke to Kuwaiti Foreign Minister Abdullah Al-Yahi on the fire incident tragedy in Kuwait, and he apprised of the efforts made by the Kuwaiti authorities in this regard, and he was assured that the incident would be fully investigated and that responsibility would be fixed. And he, although when he spoke to him, the foreign minister also, he rather urged the early repatriation of the mortal remains of those who lost their lives. And he also emphasized that those injured were getting the requisite medical attention. And he will definitely review the situation after Kirtivardhan Singh reaches Kuwait today. And now, before leaving for Kuwait, also Kirtivardhan Singh also said that he had a meeting also with the Prime Minister, and the situation will be cleared the moment he reaches there. And the situation is that the victims are mostly burned, like we were saying also, and some of the bodies have not been even either been charred beyond recognition. And now the DNA test is also underway to identify the victims, and now the Air Force plane is also on its way to be ready. And as soon as the bodies are identified, the kin will also be informed, and the Air Force plane will be bringing the bodies back as soon as possible. Yes, Asavri.
Right, absolutely, Brian. Thanks for joining in, sharing all those details with our viewers. In fact, also being joined by senior journalist Mr. Gautam Mukherjee on the broadcast. So thank you so much for taking out time and speaking to us on NewsX. It pains to learn that over 40 Indian nationals have unfortunately passed away in this tragic incident. In fact, it is an eye-opener to the fact that that there's a lack of migrant safety. How do you view this unfortunate situation that has now, that's come to light?
Well, the cause of the fire has not, I think, been identified as yet.
Right.
It can range from, a gas leak to an electrical fault. It just so happens that many of the victims were Indians because they were living all in this building, and from the strength of the blaze, it doesn't look like something that is external. It's something that's happened within the place, and it is so powerful that it has killed most of the people in the building. And not only that, if they were caught unawares, because the suggestion is like that, because most of the bodies are charred and burnt, that means they got no warning. They just got caught in the fire. So it's likely it happened at night and spread rapidly from room to room and from floor to floor. And even the visuals that we see seem to indicate that. It's just one of those horrible things that seem to happen in the summer. There have been multiple fires in India, in different cities, in different places, some of them because of storage of inflammables in a non-safety condition. For example, the oxygen cylinders that killed babies on the floor above. Others are to do with explosives, used explosives as in firecracker explosives and so on. So what actually happened here? Was there something stored in the building that was highly inflammable? Was it gas? Was it electricity? We don't really know. But a fire like this suggests that it is more than normal fire safety precautions could have controlled. But perhaps it would have given warning to the people who lost their lives in this unfortunate manner.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.